AWS and these Azure, these are the cloud service providers. When coming to this cloud computing, see, all the computing resources like a server, network, database, applications, these all we are going to get on a rented basis. See, you know, for temporary requirements, or you don't have huge money to invest on something, so you can go EMI schemes, right? Everybody do that. For example, you want to purchase a car, you want to buy a car, but you don't have 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs. What do you do? You pay some amount and remaining amount you pay monthly basis. So technically, I can say that is a pay as you go, or so instead of investing a lot of technically no upfront cost or not huge upfront cost. Upfront means the word upfront means you need to invest a lot first. Okay, that is the upfront. Technically, we call it as a capex. CAPEX. This is a certification question. I'll show you question also. So basically, we have two types of expenditures. You take any cloud, you take any, even in your household or monthly maintenance also, you have two types of expenses. One is capital expenditure. Second one is operational expenditure. You want to purchase a car? Do you have all the amount or not? If yes, pay and get your car. That is a capital. But once you paid the amount for car and you got your car, no need to pay anything or no need to involve with any maintenance things. Monthly or weekly, you need to fill the tank, right? The fuel, and if some damage happen, you need to. So is that happens on daily basis? No. When something happen or if you want to run it, then you need to invest. So capital expenditure is like how much money you need to invest to build initially. So data centers and all. So this Microsoft, Amazon, Google, they already invested because their business model is that. But companies like small companies or medium range organizations, they are not ready to invest that much amount for the infrastructure. Okay, so then what they are doing, they're simply going to these organizations and they're utilizing the resources. What are all the resources we are going to get? Servers, network, database, and all. These all resources we can access anywhere from the world. Based on your convenience, ubiquitous means anywhere. Okay, based on your convenience, what exactly service is required, you can go and pick that service and you can start using it. Okay, so the cloud computing means instead of building your own house, you are staying in a rented house. That's it. That's a simplest example for cloud. Okay, so but lot of computing resources, servers, network, database, everything you are going to get. And the advantages of cloud computing is the first one, on-demand self-service. You have a number of the services available in portal, but you no need to go and pay, no need to use and no need to pay. Whatever the service you are picking and using, you need to pay for that service only. That is the on-demand self-service means. Second one is broad network access and high availability. As I told you, this company business itself, AWS business itself is building data centers across the world and delivering it to customers, getting money out of it. And as I told you, we are going to get a data center region here in Hyderabad also. In Hyderabad, 3 data centers are building. Amazon is building 3 data centers. Okay. So now whoever here in Hyderabad, you don't need to build an office, you don't need to build any servers and all. You take on rented basis from AWS, you utilize it, you pay monthly basis. For example, you have customers here in India as well as Canada. Now, do I need to go and build a data center in Canada? Lot of limitations, right? For example, you have customers in Canada, US, and India. And new customers are coming in Australia. So are you going to build a data center in Australia? But these organizations already have data centers across the globe. So you are going to use their resources to deliver your application. So for cloud, we have broad network access and high availability. Okay. So then resource pooling, whatever the servers network we are going to get, we can share that server with another customer and we can save some money. It's like a Ola share or Uber pool. You are sharing resources with some other guy and you are going to get charged less. Similar way, even the servers, network, storage also, we can share and we can save some money. However, if you don't want to share for security reasons or client requirements, you do have a dedicated tenancy mechanism. So you can use that. So that is a resource pooling mechanism. Then we have rapid elasticity. To upgrade the resource or to downgrade the resources, we can do spontaneously. Rapidly we can do. Yesterday, whoever attended yesterday's session, I taken a server, upgraded it, I ran it for a minute or two, then I have downgraded. So that is what elasticity. Similar way, now currently I need 500 GB storage. Generally, what I need to do, I need to go out and I need to purchase a hard disk, right? But I can go and depend on an AWS service called S3. Immediately, my requirement got changed. I want to store 2 TB data. I purchased 500 GB hard disk, but my requirement got changed. Now, do I need to go out and do I need to purchase another 2 TB? Obviously, yes, if it is a traditional mechanism. But here in cloud, not really required. You can just change your plan, that's it. Even Google Drive also supports 2 TB and all. You just change your plan, that's it. Once you're done with the requirement, cancel your plan, you will come back to 15 GB again. So that is what elasticity. You don't need to spend a lot of time to design the resources, purchase the resources, building the resources. Everything is available. You just go and pick and start using it. And whatever the resource you're using, you're going to get charged with this measured mechanism. You're using a server per hour basis and per second basis. How many seconds you used your server? For that, you're going to get charged. Okay. So if it is a database, how much GB? We are going to, how much GB data you are storing? For that, you are going to get charged. Right. So then we start to discuss about deployment models. The first deployment model is a public cloud. Public cloud means it's open for everyone. For example, Amazon Web Services actually comes under public cloud computing platform. So the reason anyone can go and create an account with them for whatever the purpose you're using doesn't matter to AWS. You are a student for your academic project, you are using AWS, they won't. Or if it is an enterprise level organization, you are using it for commercial purpose, they don't worry. It's open for everyone. Okay. And the important thing is maintenance. If something happened to that resource, end customer, no need to worry. For example, as I told you, this is like a public transport. You're traveling in L&T Metro. You're traveling in Hyderabad Metro. After once a train reached somewhere SR Nagar and all, the train got struck due to some technical issues. Whose responsibility is to fix that? Is it your responsibility? Even if you know how to fix it, will they allow you to fix it? No, right? So similar way, if it is a public cloud, service provider will take care about all the maintenance activities. If Gmail is down, that's not your problem. Google is working on to fix that issue. So when coming to public cloud, maintenance is completely service provider's responsibility, not your responsibility. That is a public cloud mechanism. And anyone can create account with them. And we can use for any purpose. Okay, clear with public cloud? Now, when coming to the private cloud, here this private cloud is basically not open for everyone. It is designed for only one particular organization. Designed for a specific organization, not for everyone. Okay, for example, if you take ICICI data center. Where is ICICI data center? Financial district. ICICI towers in 7th floor. Here in Hyderabad only. ICICI data center. So can you go and can you start using that? Just like AWS portal, can you log into the data center and can you create some servers and all? No. Who will utilize it? Only ICICI employees, or basically it is managed by Infosys. It is managed by Infosys actually. So now ICICI main focus is on banking sector. They don't want to maintain servers. They don't want to recruit IT guys and all. So what they did, simply they have given that contract to Infosys. Now it is designed for ICICI, but it is managed by Infosys. And who is using it? ICICI users are using it. So you cannot go and create a server in the data center. That is also cloud only, but you cannot create any servers. It's not open for everyone. So technically, I can say that as a private cloud. That is a private cloud. So why? Because it designed for that particular organization. When coming to maintenance, if something happened, who will fix it? One server is down, some power connectivity is gone, who will fix it? ICICI need to fix it. If ICICI is okay to maintain IT operations and all, so they will recruit and that guy is going to fix it. But they are not ready to, so then they have given a contract. So now Infosys guys need to fix it. Infosys need to fix that issue. The logic is simple, guys. You have a car. Okay, suddenly some flat tire happened. So if you know how to, do the repair, how to, fix a new tire, you can do it. But if you don't know, you will call a mechanic, right? It will depend on some third party guy. Similar way, when coming to maintenance of this private cloud, okay, if you know how to fix it off, if your organization have a dedicated team, they can work on it. If they are not ready to maintain a team, so then they can call some third party organization. But important point is, it's not open for everyone. It is designed for only one particular organization. So that is a private cloud mechanism. Clear with private cloud? When coming to third one, it's a hybrid cloud. When coming to hybrid cloud, it's a combination of one or more cloud computing platforms. Either it is a public plus public or public plus private or private plus private or community plus public or community plus private. Any combination, we can technically call it as a hybrid cloud. So who will take care about the maintenance things? It depends. For example, you have some servers in AWS, some other servers in Azure. If AWS is facing issue, that is AWS issue. If Azure, some service disruption happened, that is Microsoft issue. So you are just using those services. So when coming to this hybrid cloud, maintenance depends. It is not a fixed one. Okay. So here the primary difference is maintenance only. Okay. The last one is a community cloud. So as I given an example yesterday, so group of organizations, they are going to build a data center. That group of organizations only will use it. The logic is very simple. Here we have SR Nagar Community Hall, right? Next to Ameerpet, we have SR Nagar Community Hall. Who can use that community hall? Anyone can go and do the function in that hall? No, right? So whoever is residents of that SR Nagar or whoever member of the club, only those guys are allowed to use the resources. Okay, but is it only for one guy? No, right? Multiple members are there. Multiple members can use that. So similar way, for example, a small organization is there. They got a US based project. Now, that project is something like a healthcare project. Generally, in US, if you want to store any patient information, we need to follow a compliance standard called HIPAA. So the healthcare information should not share where exactly the documents are storing. So that must be encrypted. So you just read about this HIPAA compliance if you have some time. Okay. So this is Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. So now, if you want to store any US patient information, they must follow this compliance. N number of the points are there. You must follow all the points. So then only they will give you project. But the company is very small one. Now, whoever has such type of similar requirement, those all companies are going to be grouped together. They are going to build an infrastructure, and only those organizations will use that infrastructure. Right. So everyone requirement is completed, and not you are the not only one who is investing in that project. So pocket friendly for that organization, right? So multiple things, right? So that mechanism is a community cloud mechanism. When coming even entity data is an organization. Their main business model is community cloud only. What they do, they build data center, and they will give the data center the resources to small companies. I need a server rack with 5 servers. I don't want to maintain anything, but I want to see the servers where it is there. Okay, I want to access that servers. So then I can go to this entity data, and they will give a server. On the same floor, different organizations will have different servers. So they will take care about entire maintenance. End of the month, I need to pay amount to them. Okay. So that is a community cloud mechanism. Here also maintenance, one of the organization from community, or they may give it to a third party organization. So these are the deployment models we have in cloud computing. Not only in AWS, you take any cloud platform, it is same. Okay. Right. So any questions so far? Now let's discuss about service models of the cloud computing. When coming to the service models of the cloud computing, before going to technical thing, so let's talk normally, the regular example. I'll take a regular example. How many of you love biryani? Who hates biryani? Everybody loves, right? Okay. So you want to have a biryani now. You're starving, you're feeling hungry, you want to have biryani. How many options you have? You can order, okay, one option. Then go to restaurant. Then cook ourselves. So total 3 options. Now, when coming to the first option, take out your phone, order on Swiggy or Zomato or Foodpanda. So order your biryani. So you select a restaurant. Okay. So one of the restaurant is not available in Swiggy. So can you control anything on that? No control. Now you ordered biryani. So the restaurant is preparing that biryani, but not with India Gate basmati rice. Can you control that? Okay, fine. The delivery guy is delivering your biryani and he's coming on Yamaha bike. You want him to come on Hero bike only. Can you control that? And he's wearing a black color Swiggy t-shirt, but you want him to wear white color. Can you control that? No, right? So no control in this entire backend process. You cannot control the restaurant. You cannot control the delivery guy. You cannot control how that is preparing. But whatever the food you are getting, that's in your hand. You can have it if you want to. Otherwise, you kept it for afternoon or evening. That's in your hand. That is one example. Now, second example, someone told you go to a restaurant and have biryani. Fine. So now, again, can you control that how restaurant is preparing that biryani? Can you ask them to cook with only India Gate basmati rice? That is the only brand I know. Okay. So can you ask them to cook in a specific manner? No. Can you ask them to use only Indian gas stove? No, right? So, but what is in your hand? How you are going to the restaurant by Ola or by Uber or on foot or like you're using your bike or car. That's in your hand. What you are wearing, that's in your hand. In first process, what the delivery executive is wearing, that's not in your hand. But now you are getting some control, right? You are getting some control to the process. So you like how you are going, that's in your hand. What you are ordering also, that's in your hand only. So the process is same, and the output is you are having a biryani. But what level of access, the control you have on the process? So certain control you are getting in second process. Third process is cook yourself. Right? Here, while we are cooking, it's in our hand. Yeah, I told you that basmati rice, right? Now it's in my hand. I can go to supermarket, I can choose. Where I want to purchase chicken, yeah, I want to go to Sneha Chicken only. So I can go there and I can purchase. Right? So now, compared to previous example, here I'm getting more options. You have a kitchen, okay, you have a kitchen, but all ingredients you are able to pick how much quantity you require, what exactly you require, which brand you require. You have an option to pick, and how much you want to prepare, how you want to prepare, like you do it. That's in your hand. In first example, how much effort you have put? No effort. You can lay down on bed and you can order a biryani. Correct. In second example, the going to restaurant, how much effort you need to put? Some effort, like you need to look neat, like you need to dress neatly. You need to book a cab or you need to drive to the restaurant. So if lift is there, you need to use that. Otherwise, stairs, and you need to find a chair. That is very difficult thing nowadays. Getting a table is very difficult thing. So you need to get a table and go there and order. So some effort you are putting. In third example, how much effort you are putting? You go to chicken center, you go to supermarket, you go to kirana shop, and you come home, you marinate that, you cook it, and you have it, and you wash your plate. Everything you are doing, so you need to put a lot of effort, right? So this is a third mechanism. First example is SaaS, software as a service. Ordering via Swiggy is example of software as a service. Going to a restaurant is a platform as a service. You're going out, getting all ingredients, you're cooking, that is an infrastructure as a service. Then what about that on-premise traditional method? So you have a kitchen, you have some gas stoves, some bowls and all. That's why you are going out and you are purchasing all. But what if you don't have a kitchen? You want to have a biryani, but you don't have a gas stove. Now what you need to do? You need to go out and you need to take gas connection. Once it is delivered, by the time you will die. Okay. So you need to build the infrastructure. You need to purchase a gas stove. You need to purchase bowls. You need to have at least lighter, right? So all these on top of that, again you need to go out and you need to purchase each and every equipment, the ingredient. So then again you need to cook. Then only you can have it. How much effort we need to put in traditional mechanism? Lot, right? Just for a biryani, you are going to purchase a gas stove and all. Right? So that is a on-premise. You don't have anything. You want to build everything from scratch. Every individual thing from scratch. So technically, that is a on-premise traditional method. Okay? So now let's jump into technical things. So you got this example, right? So now, when coming to this, if you want to deliver any application, some components required. You need network, you need storage, you need servers, you need virtualization, you need operating system, you need middleware, runtime application, you need data, and finally application is there. So now when coming to software as a service, no control. That blue color one, right? It managed by vendor, the service provider. AWS manages all the blue color one. Azure maintains that entire blue color one. This black color one we maintain. If it is a software as a service, all the components required to deliver your application maintained by that organization only. If it is matching with your requirement, you go and start using it. For example, Gmail is an example for software as a service. So can you ask Google to run Gmail on Windows operating system? Will they consider? So can you ask Gmail to store all the database and all that information in MySQL database only? Will they consider? Can you ask Gmail to deploy their website on Apache web server only? Will they consider? No. Whatever application we are giving, if it is matching your requirement, you take and use it. Don't ask us to customize it. So that is the software as a service process. No control over backend process, no customizations. Whatever the one they are giving, you have it. Same example I told you, right? What bike that guy is using, what rice brand they are using, doesn't matter. You order the biryani, we are giving, you have it. If you don't want, you choose different restaurant. Okay. So that is a software as a service. When coming to the second one, platform as a service, we are getting some control over the process. Data we can get. Based on data, we can deliver applications. See, there is no change in the entire process. There are components also no change. But two things we are managing. Okay. So for example, Shopify is one of the example for this. So you want to build a website and you want to deliver, but you don't know programming. So they are giving some templates. So you are putting your data, you are uploading your logo, you are delivering. So who is giving the data? I'm giving. For example, I want to sell t-shirts. Okay, the platform is available. For example, even Meesho also is an example. Meesho also is an example for platform as a service. So anyone can register as a seller. What you are purchasing, what you are selling, that's in your hand. I want to sell chairs. Yeah, I'm going to upload all the chair images. Who is giving the data? I am giving the data. Who is giving the website and platform? Meesho is giving. So they are like, whoever want to purchase, they are purchasing from the platform and we are delivering our application or the components. So here the platform is given by vendor. Whatever data you want to, that you can customize, your data can deliver it. So simplest example is Meesho or Shopify. Whatever one you want to sell, you can register as a seller. You upload images. You upload whatever you want to sell. So that is not decided by Meesho. That is decided by you only, right? Okay. So that is our data. We are giving data on top of the platform and we are selling items. Similar way, I have a Java code. I have a PHP code. I have a Python code. I don't know how to launch a server, how to create a network, how to run with that installation process, Apache or MSSQ, Apache or Tomcat, right? Nginx. I don't know how to do that, but I have a code. I want to deliver that code to end customer. In that scenario, we can depend on platform as a service. Okay. So data is your data, but platform is provided by them and you are delivering your application. Some effort is increasing here. So that is a platform as a service example. Even G Suite is an example for platform as a service. Can you customize Google logo? Like, instead of Google logo, you want to get your company logo. Can we? But if you purchase G Suites, you can. You need to pay a lot of amount. So you can use same Gmail login page, but you can give your company email IDs. Well, because the platform they are providing, you are giving your company email IDs and all, they are allowing you to. Okay? That is a platform as a service. Now, infrastructure as a service. Here, the components like network, storage, servers, and virtualization, these all components is managed by them. It's like having a kitchen and getting all the ingredients and preparing. The kitchen already is there. So the required resources is already there. The physical resource is AWS responsibility. How you are using that physical resource, that is our responsibility. You see here, in existing scenarios, we don't have an option to select operating system. But now we can select operating system, what exactly you want to install, what exactly you want to deliver. These all components or things we can manage. Okay, so no change in the components, but level of efforts you need to put, the modifications you need to perform, the installations you need to do, that is changing. So that is a infrastructure as a service. When coming to this traditional on-premise, as I told you, now I need to go out, I need to purchase everything, I need to build everything, then only I can deliver my application. Right? So these are the four models we have. But one thing, in all these four models, what is the end output? In all the four methods we discussed, right? What is output? Having a biryani. That is output, right? In all the four methods. Here, whatever the website you want to deliver, whatever the application you want to deliver, the end output is same. Okay. So, but the access control is a matter. AWS have all the three types: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. All the three types available in AWS. So, just to understand this clearly, I'm going to take an example applications. Okay, and I'm going to deliver a website. Again, one thing, you guys don't worry how I'm doing, what exactly service I'm picking. You try to understand how much effort I'm putting to deliver a website, how much effort I'm putting. You just try to understand that. Hey, Avinash, you selected server. What is that server? That we will discuss later. We have a dedicated module on that we will discuss later. For now, focus on effort I'm putting to deliver a website. Okay? Right. Sir, please again, infrastructure as a service. Okay. So I'm taking an example. So first, software as a service. I'm taking an example for software as a service. So I need a website. What type of website you require? WordPress, LAMP, Joomla, Magento, Beam, Groupon. So I need a WordPress website. I'm selecting WordPress. Scroll down. The pricing of plan. How many websites you require? 2 websites, 3 websites, 10 websites, you gave that. You will get 10 WordPress websites. Okay. Then scroll down, creating instance. Now, I'm going to get a website. How much effort I put here? No effort, nothing. Who is doing all the configurations and all? AWS is doing all the configurations and all. It's like taking out your mobile, opening Swiggy, selecting restaurant, place the order. That's it. Any effort? No big effort. So this is example for software as a service. We will get a web page and I'll show you that. Okay. You just need to wait for a minute or two. Now, when coming to second, platform as a service. So in this platform as a service, the entire platform's already pre-built, it's available. But what platform I required, I can go and pick that. But if you observe this, data I need to provide. Application, based on the data, the application is going to deliver. I have a sample PHP code. So I'm taking an application called Beanstack. Create application. So I'm going to call this as a PaaS demo 900. What platform you required? Click here and select. I have, as I told you, it supports multiple platforms. So I want to go with the PHP. Then scroll down, you observe one thing. Am I selecting any operating system? Am I installing anything here? No. Okay, I'm just giving a sample application or I'm uploading my code. So I have a sample file, I'll upload that. Okay, I'm uploading my data. Only thing I'm worrying here or I'm delivering here is my data. Then create application. So how we prepare this data? That is in our hand. Okay, for this we need to put effort. To prepare the data, we need to put effort. Okay, but here in previous one, no effort, nothing. Now, it is also going to take around 5 minutes to create. Now, let's come to infrastructure as a service. See, in last two, I have not asked you what operating system you want me to pick, what installation you want me to do. These things I have not asked you guys. But now, from operating system onwards, it's we have an option to choose. Okay, so for that, I'm going to use a service called EC2. Again, don't worry about these services. We have a session on this. Okay. So now, as I told you, we have an option to select an operating system. So now, tell me what operating system you want me to go with. Windows or Linux? Linux? Okay. So, what name you want to give? Infrastructure as a service demo is a name I'm giving. So here we have an option. Amazon Linux, Mac operating system, Ubuntu, Red Hat, SUSE, Debian, Fedora. We have a lot of. I'm going with Amazon Linux operating system. Okay. See, I'm asking you, you guys told Linux, that's why I'm selecting. In previous one, I've not asked you why, because we don't have control. Now, okay. So then what configuration? We can go with the basic configuration. And I'm going to give I'm going with all the basic operations now. This is selecting network and all. How much storage we required? We can select the storage and launch instance. I created a server in simple. I created a server, but creating a server is fine. I'm going to get a web page. No. See, we selected an operating system, but can we control what storage devices AWS is using, what brand servers they are using, what virtualization mechanism they are using? Can we control that? If AWS is partner with Dell, they will use Dell server. If they are partner with Intel, they will use Intel processor. Can we ask them to modify? No. So hardware level, we don't have control. But from operating system level onwards, you can go and choose what operating system you require, how you want to install. That we have. Okay, here the server is launched. Let me quickly get connected to it. Okay, I got connected to Linux instance. Now, tell me whether you want me to go with the Nginx or Apache. See, I'm asking you for this layer. Why? Because we have an option to choose. Okay, so we are controlling it. So which web server you want me to go with? Apache or Nginx? Apache? Okay. So for that, I'm doing installation. All right. The installation is completed. Now, how we can verify? Grab this IP address, paste it here. We are getting this test page. But instead of test page, I want to give my own data. I want to give my own data. For that, what I can do is All right. So I prepared my own data and we're able to get it. This web page we can access anywhere from the world. If you want to test it, take out your mobile and enter this IP address, you will get this web page. Otherwise, I'll paste it in our chat box. You click on that link, you will get this web page. Okay, so here, operating system, I asked you guys. Runtime and middleware, I asked you guys. Data, be prepared. If I want to change, I can change it. And based on that, our application is delivering. So from operating system level onwards, it's in our hand, right? Okay, so that is an infrastructure as a service. Now let's take check status of this. It's pending. It's not done yet. Oh, I deleted something. Okay. It will take some more time, guys. Yeah, I deleted one component for a different thing. So because of that, it's not happened. I'm rebuilding it. That's it. Just one click, it will rebuild. All right. So this is software as a service example. Let me take IP address of that, give that here, and you see, I got a web page. So this I'm not prepared. If I want, I can customize it. That is a secondary thing. But how much effort I put here? Very less effort. Here for this, I have put a lot of effort. And this one, some effort. So however, it's going to take some time. Okay, it's happening now. So we will get it. In some time, we can access that by using this URL. It's not reachable now. Once it is in healthy, we will get it. So three types, all the three outputs are website only. All the three outputs are website only. But how much effort you are putting to deliver that website, how much control we have, that is a different thing. So that is a service models of the cloud computing. Don't ask me to show this. I need to go out and I need to purchase server. Right? I need to get the server. I need to do the OS installation. So then I can install. So then I can deliver the web page. That is not possible. Okay. So yeah. Any questions on these service models? Again, so when all the three delivering same, which one is widely used one? Depends on organization. Depends on client, depends on organization. For example, so this is very, very easy to use, right? But no control. And cost is going to be huge. You want to deliver multiple websites from single server. Is it possible here? No. If you want two websites, you purchase two plans. No control. When coming to this platform, again, I want to deliver two websites from one server, not possible. Even what operating system it is running underneath, I don't know. No one knows until unless you work for AWS. Okay, you won't get any such type of information. Under the hood is managed by AWS. If I want to change, I can change that code and all. I can redeploy it. That's in my hand. And when coming to infrastructure as a service, yes, the hardware is managed by AWS, but how many installations I want to run, how many applications I want to deliver, that's in our hand. So infrastructure as a service is a widely used one. So this is a platform as a service, this is software as a service, this is infrastructure as a service. All three websites is here. All three websites you can access anywhere from the world. You just need to open a browser and enter this URL, you will get a web page. So I'm pasting these also in our chat box. If you want, you click and you test it. Okay. Right. So it's showing not secured. Don't worry about that. For that, we need to apply an SSL certificate. For that, I need to depend on another service called ACM, Amazon Certificate Manager, that we will discuss in our actual course. So that's what I mentioned. Don't worry about those things. Don't worry about those things. Worry about the mechanism, how much effort we are putting. Okay. They have shown not secured. I think I answered that, Panindra. Right. So this is all about cloud computing. Now we'll start with actually AWS, but not today. We'll start from tomorrow. Okay. Introduction to AWS global infrastructure. What are the data centers they have? How many data centers they have? These are all things we will discuss in our next session tomorrow. Okay. So if you have any technical question regarding this, we can discuss. Again, if it is a regular question, general questions, again, same document I have here. I'm going to take you through that. But before that, let me delete these resources. So now I have deleted this. This website is down now. So how easy it is to deliver a web page? Very easy, right? All right, all three websites now deleted. Okay. Right. So the same thing is here. Deployment model, service models. I have written in this document. From tomorrow onwards, I'll start sharing this document. Not today. Okay. So if this is your first session, if you haven't gone through these questions, you can be here. If you already gone through these questions, if you want to leave, feel free to leave. I really don't want to repeat same thing, and I don't want to waste your time. If you already gone through these, if you are good for today, you can leave. I'll take you through all these questions again. Okay. So, yeah, first thing, who can learn Amazon Web Services? Anyone can learn Amazon Web Services. No prior experience required. Even for novice guys also. I'll make you to understand the subject. Okay. So, I'm going to teach you from scratch. That means if you don't know what is storage, if you don't know what is network also, I'm going to talk here, right? So then, do we need Linux? The answer is yes. Linux knowledge is definitely recommended. You need to have a Linux knowledge. Okay, so for that, what we are doing, we are going to give a free Linux course. I prepared that. I'm going to share that free Linux course. That is the first thing. Second thing, if you observe our course content, as part of our course itself, we are going to discuss Linux. As part of the course, we are going to discuss that. Okay. And along with that, Naresh IT is giving a free Linux course. So you can utilize any and get expertise in Linux operating system. So then another question. So guys, they already into some operations job. They're already into some operations job and they want to switch their career to AWS. So then a big yes. So AWS
is like, automated process. So far, whatever the role, like, system admin, network admin, database admin, right? So you worked as, so those all jobs you are going to combine and you are going to promote yourself as a cloud engineer, right? So it will definitely take your career to next stage. So then if you are from development background, or if you want to promote yourself as a developer, so you need to have knowledge on one of the development or programming language. Along with that, learn Amazon Web Services. Then you can promote yourself as a AWS developer. I'm going to teach you AWS services where you can write a code, how to deploy that code to AWS resources, how to provision resources with the help of your code. Those all I'm going to explain here. But writing that code, that's your responsibility. That too, if you want to go as a AWS developer, take any, we have two types of jobs. One is development, second one operations or support. So our main focus is into operations or support. Okay, but we are going to cover developer tools also. And I'm going to take a sample code, and with the help of sample code, I'm going to explain the things. So then are we going to cover any certifications? With the this course help us to clear any of the certification exam? Yes. So we have like a cloud practitioner certification exam, solution architect associate, sysaps administrator, developer associate, and some professional certifications also. So basically this course is designed for foundation as well as associate certification exams. And I'm going to share 700 plus certification questions. Okay, so with the help of those questions, you can even attempt that exam, right? So then is this course hands-on or scenario based? So basically this is a hands-on. How exactly, like, sometime back I launched a server and all, right? Similar way, I'm going to create the resources. You need to follow that. You need to create your own AWS account. That we will discuss after 2 or 3 sessions later. We will discuss how to create an AWS account. You need to create one account. So then you need to practice with the help of that account by using that account. Okay. So it's a completely hands-on only. Right. Even if you want to get your laptop here, you want to practice simultaneously or you want to create simultaneously, no issue, you are allowed to. And are we going to cover any migration services? Recently, many of the companies, they're migrating their existing infrastructure to AWS. So here it's difficult to explain because of like lacking some resources. For example, I want to migrate from VMware to AWS. I need to have a VMware server, vCenter or vSphere license. Then only I can show that. That involves some pricing and all. So when I'm working in different projects, once I got a chance, I prepared some videos. With the help of the videos, I'm going to explain here. Okay. So then, does this course cover any DevOps topics? Yes, but we are going to cover AWS own DevOps tools. See, AWS have their own repository service called Code Commit. Code Commit is whatever commands you gave in GitHub, same commands you can give it here, but this is a AWS tool. I'll explain that. Code deploy. How you can deploy, like, with the help of Jenkins, how you can perform deployments and all. With the help of Maven, how you are going to prepare the build, and how you are going to create a CI/CD pipeline, how you are going to automate. So these, with the help of AWS own tools, I'm going to talk. Okay. However, if you want to gain knowledge on regular tools, we have, I'm giving Linux pre-recorded course. Similar way, I'm going to give a Jenkins pre-recorded course, GitHub pre-recorded course, and also an Azure admin course also. I'm going to share via YouTube. This Azure admin is in YouTube. Okay. Kubernetes, no, I need to prepare that. It's in works actually. So do you really need a high configuration laptop to start working on AWS and all? Not really required. A very basic laptop with very basic configuration also fine. All you need to have is internet with a browser. So then we can use a small tool called PuTTY or command prompt. Then we can get connected to our servers and we can start working on that. So this class timings are 9 to 10 or 10:15 if service is demanding. So, but in initial sessions, right? Yes, it will lag because of your questions and all these things. Okay. It's a 45 working sessions required to complete this course. And how many years of experience I can add once I done with this course? If you have any career gap, only for this question is applicable for them only. If you have a career gap, you want to add some experience to your profile, right? So in that case, if you are able to complete all the given tasks, every single day I'm going to give task once we are into the course. Okay. So if you are able to perform all the given tasks till end of the course, you can easily add 3 to 4 years experience to your profile. Okay. So the things also we will discuss in similar manner. Yesterday, I logged into one of the real AWS account. Similar way, how exactly things configured in that account, similar way we will configure in our AWS accounts also. So definitely, you can promote yourself as an experienced guy if you have gaps. Okay, so these are some common questions I get. So on top of this, if you have any questions, you can ask. So whoever raised the hand, I'll allow you to unmute you guys. You can unmute and you can ask your question. And even I can see some questions here. Is laptop mandatory for learning AWS? Laptop is mandatory. Without laptop, how you are going to practice? So laptop is mandatory.
Hi Avinash. First question, is this course is for AWS DevOps or AWS developer?
It's a AWS engineer. This course is for AWS engineer or AWS administrator or AWS operations guy. So, but we are covering developer tools also.
Okay. So does it cover AWS DevOps? No, right?
We are covering, right? If you are taking AWS DevOps tools, we are discussing about code commit, code deploy, code build, code pipeline. These comes under AWS DevOps.
I mean to say, for example, at the end of this course, let's say I'm trying to apply the job for AWS DevOps. Is this knowledge enough for AWS DevOps?
Yes.
Okay. Developer I understand because maybe I need Java and other programming languages. Then only I can write the Lambda functions. Developer part I understand that. But the DevOps point of view, is this course enough for someone who is aiming for AWS DevOps?
Yes, this is enough. But my suggestion, learn JSON also, JavaScript, object notation, or YAML. Along with this, if you want to go DevOps side, why? Because so you can prepare cookbooks or you can use CloudFormation, right? So there we are going to use JSON or YAML. So get expertise in one of this. So then you can.
Okay. So one more question. Continue to it. And what is the primary difference between AWS DevOps guy and AWS developer guy? I understand that AWS DevOps guy provides the infrastructure, configure the database, or EC2 servers or EC servers.
Can you repeat your question?
What is the main difference between AWS DevOps guy and AWS developer, like day-to-day work-wise?
Developer will develop application and is going to he's going to whatever the application we want to deliver to the client, he's going to develop. But DevOps guy, he will configure how we can automate that. How automatically when developer commits something, whether how the build is happening, how deployment is happening. So that DevOps guy is going to do. DevOps guy don't develop anything.
Okay.
He will automate, but developer, he will develop the actual application you are delivering to your client.
Okay, fine. So using the programming language supported in that AWS platform. Okay.
Yes. So
and what is this AWS architect role? Sorry to
Okay.
ask that because at
He
the
will,
end,
he will propose the architectures, he will build the architectures, he will design the architectures.
Mhm.
So based on client requirement, we are going to take requirement gatherings, right?
Yeah.
So based on the requirement gatherings, he will propose solutions. He will whatever the existing solution the client have. So he will propose that solutions.
Using the
Alternative
AWS cloud.
solutions available in AWS.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, to summarize, this course supports AWS operations and AWS engineer.
Yes.
And this might cover little bit AWS DevOps as well. Developer,
Yes.
we need to practice separately, not this course.
We are covering, but see, the tool to automate, I'm going to explain the tool. But if you want to, based on your requirement, you need to write some code, right? That code I'm not going to teach here.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, can I give SAS C03? C03, I'm reviewing Ravi Kiran. Actually, some new services added. It's last month only it's got introduced. So a couple of new services added that definitely I'm going to get a clarity on that, and I'm going to take a session on C03 also. What is the timing of lab session? See, you can practice at any time, Pranav. So whenever, if you want to come down to Naresh IT's lab, it's open from morning 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., 4 or 5, I believe. So during that period, you can come down to Naresh IT's lab and you can practice. But if you are practicing at your home, so I'll always available over Slack channel. There is a platform, collaboration platform for us. So you can, whenever you're facing any difficulty, any questions, you can post that questions here. Okay, I'm going to review that and I'm going to answer those questions. For example, here some access denied. So then I have given a solution. So a similar way, you can post all your questions. I'm going to respond here. So this is for September batch actually. Right? Any other questions? So whoever raising hand, I'm asking you to unmute. So you can unmute and you can ask.
Yeah, regarding like the other person asked, so I'm looking for the developer course. Will this course enough will cover all the required components for developer as well, apart from operations?
Yes, but my question. So you have already expertised in any of the programming language?
In Unix,
Or simultaneously you want to learn?
Yeah, in Python, I'm thinking to start like a course.
Then this course is sufficient.
Okay.
Why? Because only learning this course, and if you're trying to promote yourself as a developer, it's not sufficient. Either you need to have an experience or you need to start learning simultaneously. So then you can go as a developer. But these components, the services is too sufficient.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Are these 45 sessions enough to crack AWS Solution Architect certification? Yes, Rahul. And some of my previous students also completed their certifications. So they used to post here. I didn't remember the names. No, I'm not able to. But you can even find in LinkedIn. They have tagged me in LinkedIn. Okay, where should I get notes? I'm going to share that once batch is finalized. Munna bhai. Any other questions, guys? So tomorrow we will start with the actual Amazon Web Services, introduction to AWS. Right. So that's it for today's session. See you again tomorrow, guys.
Recording stopped.
Thank you.